calling on my phone, she hit me up for no reason. She calling on my phone, she hit me up for no reason. I got all these clothes and all this money for no reason.
7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
God damn it. Campers Podcast. I'm Sam Friedman, hosting with Chris Rajkumar. Today I have the local rap all-star, Gavin Weiland, or Weiland, and the fashionista, domchancan. That way. Gavin, Dom. Gavin, most basic question I guess I could ask you is, how'd you get into rap?
I don't know, man. Just randomly. Just one day I was just like, dang, we should start making music. And then I got a computer, a Mac, installed GarageBand, and just started making some music. Started off from there.
Did Dom play any part in your inspiration in creating music?
When I first started making music, I actually didn't know him.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And then it was like him and his friend wanted to record a music video, and it was like the first time I met him. And no homo, but that was we were like, yo.
Yeah, we're just
we were like the only people on our weird shit. We were listening to Young Lean when no one was listening to that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck. And then we hang out and shit. And then we really developed our styles. I really developed my clothing style, and he really developed his rap style after we came together as a team and shit.
Yeah.
Are you talking about your clothing? You want to tell us what you're wearing today? You start with Dom.
Starting from the top, this is a Gasha Rachinski beanie. Shout out Gasha, I'll talk about that later. But Gasha beanie, Supreme hoodie, a European sportswear little fanny pack. I don't want to name drop the brand, I don't want people to wear that. Comme les Garçons Junior Watanabe from 2004 Autumn Winter. Undercover pants, and Air Force Ones.
And what are you wearing, Gav?
Beanie, French Connection, hoodie, Vetamox, the pants, Undercover, and the shoes, Supreme, Nike.
And those pants, they were a Christmas present from
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Christmas present from our good friend Mr. S.
Mr. S, bro. That was a Christmas present for me, actually. We always give each other gifts, bro. That's real shit.
I mean, you guys are really both flexed out in some expensive clothing, lots of expensive wear compared to what Chris and I wear.
Nah, bro. Clothes don't even gotta be expensive to look nice, bro.
Yeah.
Really, you could pop out in $20 Walmart clothes and
I mean, I'm wearing a Walmart.
That's sweatshirt. I'll wear some Walmart hoodies or sweatpants, bro, from Walmart. I love that. Some just plain gray sweatpants and bum it. I love doing that.
Okay, so fucking Dom. Gav.
Same person.
Yeah, same person. So, what's your primary inspiration for your music? Not in terms of
an artist? Or?
Yeah, an artist.
Biggest inspiration?
Growing up, currently?
Sosa.
Sosa, really?
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know. Actually, Lil B too. Lil B and Chief Keef. Because I don't know. I feel they really they have a big influence on everything that's going on right now. I feel without them, rap, music now that's popular wouldn't be how it is without them.
And did they inspire you in the same way that a lot of their rap also happens to be about drugs?
Yeah.
Speaking of drugs, you guys sober?
Of course.
Sure.
Okay, just confirm. So
for sure.
What song? So Gavin, I guess I can ask both of you. Gavin, what of your songs is your favorite? Well, okay, 2 questions. What took the most time to make, and which one's your favorite?
Which one took the most time? I've never taken more than 20 minutes on making a song, to be honest. And my favorite.
It's gotta be fluid. When you make a song, if you spend an hour on it and it still doesn't sound right, you gotta delete it.
Yeah.
It's gotta be perfectly fluid. That's why all his music sounds good. It's good in the ear and it's fluid when he creates it.
But I guess my favorite song would be probably Demons. Demons, for sure.
My favorite song you made that you deleted was Hollywood, bro. Like that was just an excellent made song.
I loved Hollywood.
I don't know, I didn't get enough love, so I was just
So you had to delete it.
yeah.
I saw recently you did a collaboration, right, with Flash.
Flash, yeah. Shout out Flash.
Was that a lot of fun for you to do? Do you enjoy doing collaborations?
Yeah, sure.
Florida.
Chicago to Florida.
Chicago.
I got actually more work coming with Flash too.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it going to be on your own?
That's actually gonna be on his end, I think. Like on his mixtape.
Right.
reupload.
I mean, can we be expecting some like a mixtape soon from you, or
Oh yes. I have a lot of new stuff in the works.
a lot of stuff planned for 2017?
Yes, a lot.
You want to give us any
Well,
more information on any of the stuff coming in 2017? Any numbers? How many things we can expect?
The closest thing that's gonna drop soon is probably a mixtape, Gucci Goblin.
Gucci Goblin. Okay.
Yeah, that's the next drop.
When can we expect that?
I'd say next month or the month after.
Okay, so relatively soon. And
Yeah, so like talking about your new music, probably the thing that impressed me most, and I think a lot of people most about your music, isn't like necessarily your lyrics or your writing, but just your musical ability itself to like make a melody, make something catchy.
Yeah.
Where do you think that came from? And how hard is that for you to do for each of your songs?
I don't know, whenever I listen to music, like certain songs and certain melodies like remind me of my past and stuff. So I always try to put that sound in my music. Like the same feeling that I get from listening to others' music, like I try to put that in mine. So yeah.
generally, when I show people your music, I say, even if you don't like the first part, you have to say it for like the hook.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've noticed is you consistently kill it
On the
with hooks.
Yeah.
So, what of your songs, I guess staying on song specifics, what of your songs has the most sentimental value to you? Like your song Xanax Queen.
Yeah.
Was that written about a girl?
Beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song. Was that written about anyone specific?
Yes, it was, but I'd like to keep that.
You don't have to say any names, but I'm curious. I mean, what's the story behind that? Someone still in your life? Someone
Stealing my heart.
stealing your heart.
Yes.
When was that song released? How long ago?
I think last year.
Last year.
I think whenever I dropped that EP, Insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who so far has been your favorite collab?
Favorite collab. Probably with Floyd.
Floyd, which song was that?
Dippin'. And No Flex. Those were
No
two
Flex.
of the best.
No Flex is a good one.
I had the most fun making those. And the Flash collab. That was fun too. I enjoyed that.
So, since we talked about it before, I'd like to talk about you guys' clothing again. How did you guys get into fashion? I mean, aside from obviously inspiring each other, like you said.
I'm gonna start with Gavin.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dom has a lot to say about that.
Well, it all started when I got grounded, and I was just sitting in my room watching YouTube videos, and like my greatest influence is probably from like Echo 2K and Blade.
Hell yeah.
That's how I got into fashion.
Echo 2K was a huge inspiration for the both of us. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's, like when we first started hanging out and stuff, we would always watch them like sad boys videos and shit.
Yeah.
Like they were really on some different stuff. And the way that Echo 2K and Young Lean used to dress was just like phenomenal. Like, it was just so different for the time.
Like we started there, and then just like slowly molded our own like little style, you know. Pretty much. That's where it started from.
I feel like my style changes like every couple months.
Yeah.
Like I'll go from like
Very moody. Like
yeah,
with how I feel
absolutely.
with fashion.
It was Echo 2K. That was your
Yeah,
sort of specific. And so it just in the fashion industry, who are your favorite designers? I guess. Do you have any specific designers or brands that you see consistent good work out of that you would buy?
If I could only wear one brand for the rest of my life,
what would it be?
Vetements.
Vetements.
Shout out Devna.
Yeah.
Shout out Vetements.
Vetements.
Devna, bro.
I need that
Devna's
sponsor.
Crazy.
I need that sponsor.
It's like the biggest fashion meme ever, but it's created like this whole subculture. Like Vetements has created a whole subculture of fashion that was based around a meme. Like this is like a sample hoodie, bro. Like this is the first Vetements piece ever created and Demna gave it to some guy in South by Southwest, and this is like what started it all. This hoodie, based off an old, like, this is a metal, like, font.
Yeah.
And bro, like, this started everything. Like, it's so crazy how just like one small piece, and then he started doing all these like memes, like taxing thousands of dollars for like plain pieces of clothing, and then everybody wants to wear it.
I think Kanye kind of like got the
Kanye
hype,
did
the
start
hype
it
level.
because he started wearing these, and that
Yeah,
like
they do
so
really.
long.
He kind of put them on the spot.
Wow. So I actually didn't know that myself. That Venomance was the child of a meme. That's
Well,
interesting.
Demna, who's the creative director,
Mhm.
or the co-creative director of Venomance, is also the creative director of Balenciaga right now. And his
Okay.
recent collection for Balenciaga was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so crazy. Like, he's a great designer. Like, there's nothing else to say about it.
Mhm.
You
Like,
want to
he's
talk
using-
about that Supreme Louis Vuitton collab?
Oh,
Yeah, I have a few opinionated
Yeah,
things
yeah.
to say about it.
So, in case anyone doesn't know, so the upcoming, it's fall winter 2017, right? Is the Louis Vuitton collab?
Dude, I think it's gonna be released under like Louis Vuitton.
Yes, no, yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
is. The only thing that's actually in that collab that's being released under Supreme's name is the box logo.
Is it really? I thought it was gonna be released under Louis as well.
No, the box logo is going to be releasing under Supreme, and I think there's one other shirt that's going to be.
Bro, I need
And
to
then-
get the box logo because that's just historic. Like, I'd cop that just for the historic value.
Yeah, then they have
a
those
streetwear brand
the ones back in
collaborating with a fucking high fashion, like, they already have Fashion House.
They already have
No, it was
Yeah.
fake. That was a cease and desist order, bro. Back in, I don't know when the fuck was it, early 2000s?
It was like 2004.
When they did those box logos
Yeah.
and hats and shit.
Yeah.
They didn't get any permission from Louis Vuitton
Oh, really?
whatsoever,
Yeah.
and they got a cease and desist order from Louis Vuitton. And now, fast forward 15 or so years, they're having an official collaboration with people walking on a fucking runway. That's just so crazy to me, how things can switch so quick in fashion. That's so
Talking about the
crazy.
runway, I know you've done some shows yourself. You want to tell us about your most recent one and just kind of what the experience was going through all that?
Fucking-
Yeah.
Well, Hood by Air, that was like my first walking show. My first show should have been Gasha, and I wanted to talk about this because it was really heartbreaking. Like, it really made me like motivated as shit.
Mhm.
But his casting director hit me up after Gasha was like liking my photos on Instagram and shit, and she was like, "We want you to come out for fucking Paris Fashion Week. We're gonna fly you out, and we want you to walk the runway for us." And I was so happy, like I was in some tears. Like, I was just, the second I got that message, I hopped up off my bed and I was just like punching shit. I was like, yes, I finally fucking won. I finally fucking won. Like, I was
And then I didn't think anything of it. Then, like a week later, I saw someone tweet it, and I listened to it again. I ended up getting into it.
Yeah. It
And,
just takes time to grow.
Yeah, it takes, and that's why I tell people when I
Acquired
play
taste.
your music,
Yeah.
and that it's got its own kind. It really is a style all its own, and that you really have to admire it for like the hook and all the creativity put into it. So you modeled for Hood by Air recently, right? In for what was it for?
Hood by Air.
Yeah.
That was Art Basel.
It was Art Basel.
2016, and that was the week before I turned 16 is when I got that. And I
Yeah.
promised myself that I would have a big fucking thing before 2016 ended, and like that was the same week that I got like this first fucking heartbreak with the same bitch that recently broke my heart. But I'll talk about that shit later maybe. But like that shit was crazy. Like I needed to get a fucking show. Like I needed to have some sort of like activity before 2016 ended.
Sweeter man.
And oh bro, I don't want to talk about it right now.
Sweeter
But-
man. Sweeter man season.
Bro,
What's that? Sweet. Explain.
Yeah. Sweeter man is just like I don't know.
Lover boy.
You're on your shit, but you can still fall in love, you know?
Yeah.
Sweeter man.
Okay, so you
What was I talking about with this
you wanted to go. You wanted
Oh, yeah.
2016 to go out with
Yeah,
Bang.
tell us
exactly.
about the show.
So tell us
Bro,
about the
that
show,
shit
the
was-
whole experience
It was
walking for the
honestly
first
one of
time.
the fucking greatest days of my entire
We
life.
should put the pictures up.
Yeah, I will.
Nah, they can find those, bro. They can find those.
Okay.
But like, that was one of the greatest days of my fucking life. Like, I go down to Miami for the first time I've ever been. Well, I went to Miami for the Kenzo shoot, but it was in like the fucking Everglades, so I didn't really get to see the city. But I went to fucking South Beach, Miami, in Art Basel, which is like the biggest fucking event that goes in fucking South Beach. And it was like, I drive down there, and I'm sitting in the hotel room, because Walter Pierce, shout out Walter Pierce. If it weren't for Walter Pierce, I wouldn't be doing shit. But Walter Pierce, he DMs me, he's like, we want you to come out for casting in Miami. And I was like, well, I can't fucking go out for casting. I can't miss that many days of school anymore. So he was like, well, alright, fuck it, just come and I'm sure we can find a look for you. So I'm like, bet, let's do it. So I go down to Miami and I'm sitting in this hotel lobby because that's the hotel lobby I was supposed to go up and get like fitted in the clothes before the show. And so I go there like 11 a.m. or so, and mind you, the show was started like 11 at night. So I was there at like 11 in the morning, and I was waiting in the hotel lobby for like 3 hours. And Walter Pierce had partied the day before or some shit, and he was like blasted, like he was fucked up. So he didn't respond to any of my DMs. So I'm just sitting there in like a lobby in this huge fucking hotel in Miami, just laying there, and I'm waiting for a response. So I go out and I walk around in South Beach. It's fucking beautiful. And then I see this one guy, Carlos Mazzero, who ended up styling me for the night. Him and fucking Shane styled me the night, and I saw him. And I didn't know who he was, but he was wearing an HBA hat. So I was like, "Excuse me, hey bro, you know where Walter Pierce is?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do. You want to come upstairs with us?" And I'm like, "Fucking finally!" After waiting 3 hours in this fucking lobby, so we go up. There's all these fucking cool ass people, and there's fucking Ian Isaiah, this guy that I fucking idolized when I was like a year ago, and I was like, oh fuck, this guy's awesome. Like I used to watch his music videos, the shit that he did for HBA, like his style is just fucking crazy.
That feminine wave.
He's so fucking cool with that shit. Like he can walk around like a fruit and just make it look so cool. Like it's so far.
But then still
he
fuck
fucks
a bitch.
bitches. He fucks bitches.
Yeah.
But bro, that's big sis right there. Shout out Ian Isaiah. I'll talk about that in a sec. But like, so I walk in there. There's just all these fucking cool ass people there, like fucking Ian Isaiah, all these models for HBA. And I walk in, and I'm wearing sweatpants, Rick Owens shoes, like pulled down, my fucking Fred Perry zipped up, and this hat that said "glowed up" on it, spray painted. And I was just looking like a roadman. So I walk in there, and I just like sit on the floor while everybody's getting styled. Because he's like, "Oh, Walter will be here in like a couple hours, maybe." So he walks in the door 30 minutes later. He's like, "Yo, Dom," or I was like, "Oh, Dom, what's up?" or some shit like that. And I like dap him up. And then they just start like throwing clothes on me and shit. And then Shane walks in the door. You know who Shane is, right? That's the creative director of HBA. So he walks in the door, and it's just like, fuck. There's this guy who has this huge fucking label, and I'm just fucking sitting on a bed waiting to get clothes put on me. He's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" So I'm getting all these clothes put on me, and there's all these cool ass kids that I'm friends with them now on like Instagram and shit. But like these people that I walked with, they're all cool. Like everybody in that room was so cool.
What was like the average age of them, or did it really range?
I was definitely the youngest person in that room. Like everybody there was like 17, 18, 19. There was like one young model who was like 17, I think, or 18. But I was there 15 fucking years old. I was the youngest person in the whole room doing that shit. And so after we get everything set up, like they put these looks on me, and they have like these 3 looks that they want to put me in. Like, well, we're gonna do one of these. So they're like, all right, come back 5:30. We're gonna be at the Delano Grand Hotel. Come there for fitting for 5:30. So I go back, I go to the fitting, and it's this huge fucking place and this huge club. And then I go back there, and then I have to go like underground to where this nightclub is. And we did the whole fitting in a nightclub. And that shit was fucking crazy. Like this is where shit started getting real. Like I'm there with all these fucking huge, oh yeah, Marty's over there. Shout out Marty. That's our 3rd team member. Marty's fucking.
That's a shooter.
Shout out Marty. He's chilling over there.
We can't show this.
Marty on.
Look a little slump, but it's okay.
That's big, bro.
All right.
But like, so we're at the nightclub. I'm doing my fitting and stuff. And so I get my hair done. I'm getting styled and stuff. And we're just like bulling there because the show starts at like 9:30, but it started at 11 instead. But just getting my makeup done, my hair done. Then they start. Walter Pierce comes in, and Cyber 69 comes in. He's doing this DJ shit. Then it starts getting turned, and they bring on all these fucking like gift bags and shit. And they're like, "Yo, can you come over here?" And I'm like bagging shit up. And then they put me in this dress. Like after the fitting started, like I was the last person to get fitted, and they put me in this like crazy ass like dress and shit. And Shane came over and he was like, "Yo, you look cute, bro. I fuck with it." And then Ian Isaiah was like, "Yeah, bro, I fuck with it." So I'm walking around in these high heel boots and shit and this fucking skirt. I'm looking like a fruit, but I fucking love it. I'm just out there. I'm like, no, I'm having a good time. I'm a little shy because I was there by myself, 15, in this fucking nightclub full of big heads. So I was a little shy. I mean,
yeah.
But it was like crazy. And then so we're getting styled and shit. And then I'm wearing that green dress and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then last second, Shane, he comes over, he's like, "I want to put you in this instead." and it's this fucking full red tracksuit made of red sequins. And I get into that, and I'm walking around and I'm like, God damn, that shit is fire. So, and then they go and they're like, go over to makeup. And so I go over to makeup and they paint my neck red and they throw glitter on it and shit. And everybody's all fitted up, getting the pictures taken in, and I'm like the last one.
I think we're good now. I think we got the recorder. There you go. Good? It's recorded? Okay, it's recorded. Yeah, right. The second, third round of sex is easy. Alright, so we had some technical issues. Okay. So we had some technical issues. The camera was having problems with the SD card, and so we had quite a few interesting conversations. Things we'll get into after. But Dom, you want to finish your story? You were
I'm gonna finish it up like 5 minutes. All right, so I walk in, red jumpsuit and shit. So then we walk out onto the shit after he tells us. Shane's like, "You're gonna do this, that, the other." I wasn't really listening because I was just in so much shock, like holy fuck. And there was like 1,400 people at the event. It was like this huge fucking event. So we walk out and we walk around this pool. Like it's this huge pool and we walk around it. And there's 2 of us with red lights. I was one of them with the red light. Everybody else had white lights and I had a red light. And so we're walking around this pool. And then 4 guys in these long sweaters, they walk into the pool and then they start swimming. And then people, like 4 people on each side of the pool, they walk in the pool, because the pool had like a 1 foot deep area. So they walked in the pool around it on that area. And everybody's lining up
So they
on the
got
other
wet?
side of the pool. Yeah, everybody got wet.
Everybody
Their
got
feet.
Did you get wet?
Yeah, my feet were soaking. And then there was 2 of us at
In
the
those
very
boots?
Yeah, there was 2. Yeah, I had to walk in the water in those big ass red
Was that
boots.
hard? Those boots? They looked.
They were
They looked
They were
uncomfortable.
crazy. No, they were fucking very comfortable.
Really? Damn.
But so it was 2 of us with the all red outfits on, and then one of them walked on this side of the pool, and then one of us walked on this side of the pool. So I was on this side of the pool, and I'm just walking,
He's just chilling.
and I'm just walking. So I walk down, and it's just me like I'm fucking doing this crazy ass strut with these weird ass boots. So I walk down with my red light, and then we all end up on the side of the pool. So we're shining our lights, and then Ian Isaiah plays this fucking song. He's like, "Don't you fuck with my energy. If you want this pussy, don't fuck with my energy." It was crazy. And then so I'm holding this fucking 20-pound light. It's killing me.
Is the video still good? Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
And then, so then we walk back on this side of the pool, and we're shining lights on this lady. She's singing Lil Nokia or some shit, Lady Nokia or whatever. So we do that shit, and then we walk back after all the shit. All of us soaking wet, or most of us, some of them completely soaking wet, and then some of us with our like shoes completely, like we're walking in fucking water, completely in water. And then
Submerged.
so we walk back into the where we got dressed at.
The dressing room.
We get undressed. We get undressed.
No clothes.
And we put our normal clothes on, and then we go into this loft at the same hotel, and like all the models there were just booling.
Well,
And then I got a dip because it's fucking late as shit. I don't know where I'm staying yet. My grandparents live in Miami. That's where I was staying with. So I'm like, I gotta find them because they live in South Beach. And so I dip, and like right when I'm dipping, it's like, all right, guys, I'll see you later. And like, all right, Dom, I'll see you later. Somehow they knew my fucking name. One of them said Dom or whatever. And then Ian Isaiah, I'm he's like, yo, little bro, see you soon. Like I got the dap up from this guy that I fucking idolized a year ago. A year ago, I was fucking never thinking that I would be fucking like close to this guy, and he's dapping me up. I'll see you soon, bro. I fuck with you. Like that was fucking crazy. So then I dipped, and then I see all these pictures and videos of me and shit. Like that night was crazy. And before I left, I was like walking around the club for like an hour by myself, like this big ass club, just enjoying myself. I had no shirt on. I had my sweatpants on and slides, and I had that hat on like backwards or some shit with my neck painted red. And I was walking through, and all the people knew that I modeled because of my neck was in. Like, hey, good job, dude. Hey, good job, little buddy. Hey, good job, man. Hey, nice performance, bro. Nice walk. Like all these just random people at the fucking event that were watching and shit.
Yeah.
And it was fucking crazy, bro. Like that shit was just crazy. Yeah. That's it, bro. That was my Miami experience, bro. One of the greatest days of my life.
All right, so I guess that was like your first big show, right?
It was my first show. All the other like modeling things that I've done have been just like stand here.
Photo shoots.
Yeah, it's been like dressing up, doing shit like that.
Okay, so like you're talking about how you know this all happened when you were 15, right? So this is kind of to both of you, but do you feel that people kind of take you less seriously because of your age?
Quite the opposite.
Yeah, quite the opposite. I feel like
We're young and we're doing this shit.
I feel like people fuck with us more because of our age. Like that's our weapon. Like being young is our weapon.
Yeah, like funny enough, like I don't know if you guys know this, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm like sort of well known in like the St. Pete area, and I went to an event called Startup Weekend, and I was the only person there that was younger than like a college student. And I was the only 18-year-old in the whole place, and like I got so much fucking respect for that. Like they don't treat you like a fucking kid, like in the real world. Like when you're younger, they respect that, bro. It means something that you're trying to make it so young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely.
So that's super cool. So you told that long and wonderful story. Thank you, down. So Gavin,
Sorry.
what do we have coming from you? Are we expecting any live shows in the future?
Live shows. Yeah, Ebor for sure.
Ebor?
And some Orlando shows as well.
Ebor and some Orlando shows opening for anyone or?
Only if he gets the respect he deserves, bro. Only if he's like put in that spotlight.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. Like, no set dates for sure. Just waiting, really. Waiting for you. Like, I turned down a lot of shows. I don't know.
Yeah, we were gonna do him for a Swag Hollywood show. He was gonna open for Swag Hollywood, but he just didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So how does it feel now? Like your songs have been doing pretty consistent numbers. I mean, I don't want to say like you're famous, but I know like not even just around here, but a lot of people on the internet know who you are too.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel? Like I know you yourself as a person, you're kind of like quiet.
Yeah, definitely.
So does it feel weird to have like this huge following of people that don't know you, but they all fuck with you and just having that fame?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's pretty cool, but it also has its downfalls, you know, because I'm shy, so it's a little weird sometimes. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
This is just something I thought was technical. So since you really did blow up like pretty quickly, like Blue Bands was your first song. Is it your song with the most plays? Because it has a ton on the Weiland archive account.
It might be, yeah, it might be the most.
So you blew up. All of your songs have consistent a lot of fucking listens. Is what I meant. Have you encountered any issues in being like have you been in any beef? Have you had beef with anyone there, Gavin? You heard people talking shit. You confronted them. Because your rap is definitely different.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if some people might.
I mean, like other artists.
Yeah. You ran into anyone like trying to beef with you?
I did have had a small minor beef with Crosby.
Crosby.
Yeah,
Young Crosby.
Young Crosby.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. He lives in New York. Rapper.
What was the beef about?
Well, when I dropped the Blue Bands, like I've always fucked with him because like I don't know. I just used to like back when I was like I would say I had like nobody listening to my music. Like I used to get like 15 likes per song, you know, like maybe 200 plays.
Young Land.
And I used to look at like I wouldn't say I looked up to Crosby, but I don't know. He just seemed cool. And when I dropped Blue Bands, like he contacted me. He was like, "Can I do a remix of the song?" And so I was like, "Yeah, sure." And but he got the beat, did his part, but then tried to drop it as his own song. Pretty much, it seemed like he gave no credit to me for the song. But yeah, so that's why we had like a little downfall.
No other beef aside from that?
Yeah. It's all straightened out.
Speaking about that song, is it Weiland or is it Weiland?
I was about to ask that.
It's really however anybody wants to say it, to be honest.
How'd you get the name? Because I noticed Dom there said a minute ago, Young Lamb. Tell us about that.
Young Lamb?
Origin story.
Yeah, when I first started making music, my name was Young Lamb.
That's when we
Actually-
first hung out. That was his rap name.
Yeah, the old SoundCloud is actually still up, like with all the songs on there. I mean, I wouldn't advise listening to them.
Well, you deleted a lot of them because you had some Young Lamb stuff on the Weiland account now from like a couple years ago that you deleted like a long time ago. Like, what was the first song that you made seriously was
Pictures.
No, before that, Stone Island. Remember?
Oh god, that's
Right.
terrible.
Are these songs we can listen to at some
I
point?
think it's the pictures, but
I'm definitely interested in hearing some of the
Stone Island. That's
pre-Weiland Young Lamb era stuff. That sounds.
That's all of that music is really like you can tell it's Young Lean inspired as soon as you listen to it.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, Stone Island is gone. Like, I can't find it. I don't have it on my computer. Like I know a couple like of my old day fans have it still on their computer, but yeah, other than that, I don't even know what that song is now. Haven't
It's like
heard
the
it.
origin story of Weiland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his middle name.
Yeah, my middle
So
name.
like, we were trying to come up with a name because we knew that Young Lamb was kind of like outdated. Like he wanted to be different.
Yeah, it was just dumb as shit.
Like,
Like Young Lean.
Young in front of an
He
name.
didn't want to be young.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So we were just like brainstorming and shit. Shout out to his mom for conceiving the name.
Yeah, it was actually shout out to my mom. I love my mom. She
And I was just like,
my
yo,
middle name.
what's your middle name? He's like, Weiland. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, bro? That's awesome.
Yeah.
So he was like, all right, I'll think about it. And he dropped the song under Weiland, and it just, he took it around with it.
Is that like a family member's name or something, Weiland? How'd you get the middle name Weiland?
Well, my mom told me that they named me after Scott Weiland because they liked his music. So,
Really?
Yeah,
So it was a music inspired name.
yeah.
That's really cool. So the Young Lamb era is over. Weiland is in full motion. So how would you compare your music from then to now? Obviously, a lot has changed. I'm sure your stylistically has changed a lot. You said that your early stuff under Young Lamb was inspired by you could tell it was heavily inspired by Young Lean. If you had to compare yourself to an artist now, who could you compare yourself to anyone, or would you say that it's all your own? Or like, who can you say that you're heavily inspired by anyone?
At the moment,
Yeah.
nah, really everything. I'm just trying to make my own mold.
Mm-hmm.
Really have.
Weiland is a genre.
Yeah, trying to
I like to hear that.
do that.
So, aside from all the things we've already talked about, has rap made any specific sort of impact on your life? Do you see people giving you more respect?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I can do things I never would have been able to without like the ego.
Like what?
Crime.
Oh, crime. Okay.
A lot of
So crime. So you wanna? What about crime?
I don't know.
You guys are finding some expensive clothes.
Yeah.
I mean,
No comment.
okay, no comment. All right.
Bro,
So
we actually made a tally of how much money we're wearing together right now.
yeah, how much is it?
It was $2,660 is how much clothing we're wearing together right now.
Who's wearing more?
Probably him because of the
Bedmoths.
Bedmoths?
But our pants are both 300 each. This shit's 300, this shit's 100.
When we buy clothes, though, like it's not like mine, like it's ours, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're
We're
basically
like a team. Like,
brothers, bro.
yeah.
Y'all like just will like trade clothes and shit.
Like, oh, do you want this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those pants, bro. Like, you want these, bro?
Yeah.
Like he's always.
One of the things, it's hard, dude. The fact that you guys like same size, share clothes and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
We don't really share clothes. It's just like if he wants something, I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've seen him wearing that hoodie.
Yeah,
and
he wore
shit.
this.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, bro, I really want that. And I was like, he's just like, here you go.
Yeah. One thing that we talked about when we were earlier in the podcast and while we were not recording was your love life.
Oh.
And I know that. So Gavin, what's the status on your love life?
I currently have a little main piece, but I don't really want to give too much attention to her. I don't want people trying to get in there.
All right. Dom, I know, and I asked you second because I know that your love situation a little juicier. So why don't you tell us about it?
About what, man?
About well, I know you recently went through a break. I know you recently went through some heartbreak. We talked about it.
It's terrible.
What happened?
Love is the fucking
Okay.
strongest emotion that a human can feel. But it
Yeah.
also makes a human being the weakest.
I would say
human
like
being, bro.
love like inspires my music a lot. Like I would not been
But
able
just
to
as an
make certain
emotion in the
songs.
fucking head, bro. Love can fucking compel a man to do things, and it can compel a man to stop doing things.
Yeah.
What of your songs has the most love in it? Is it Xanax Queen?
My newest one, All I Need, and Xanax Queen. Yeah.
Okay. What is All I Need inspired by your current
Yeah.
girl?
Yeah.
All right. Dom. So,
Yeah, bro. I had a big ass fucking heartbreak.
all right, big ass heartbreak. What happened?
Terrible heartbreak.
You just got broken up with, or like
It was
just simple as
different. It was
that?
some different shit. Like, I'm not gonna drop her name.
All right, I don't want you to drop her name.
Why?
I want to know what's going on. How?
I'm
Are you
never
still
gonna-
being affected by it? Like you still upset about it?
I
I mean, I was every single day very affected by it.
Like, it still stings a little bit.
Not really. Like, I feel like I've kind of gotten over it, like, in the past, like, 5 days, just because, like, fuck it. I mean, that shit was, like, in a way, it was weighing me down.
Yeah.
In the head, I've never been happier, because, like, he's winning, I'm winning, we're doing shit, and I have this person that I can, like, love.
Yeah.
Like, I truly was in fucking love, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for one of the first times in my life. Like, I told myself that I was in love, and I had a big heartbreak when I was younger.
So, recording again. Does anyone remember where we were before we started recording?
God knows.
Okay, wait, no. Yeah, no, we were saying some shit about
Love.
Oh, it's recording? Oh, yeah, no, you want to go back to what you were saying?
We'll just cut it.
Yeah.
We're about to.
All right.
Good. It was.
Is it recording? Yeah, it is.
Alright, so yeah, let's talk about love, right? You're talking about.
We had a couple more technical issues, but we are back. The camera's being a little silly.
Right?
Gavin. Okay, Gavin. You were telling us about, you were being philosophical, saying something about love. Are you in love, Gavin?
Yeah.
Are you in love, Gavin? Have you been in love before?
I don't think.
Oh yes.
You been in love?
Yeah.
You a lover boy?
Yes. Before I was once in love. And she broke my heart. That was 8th grade. That was some baby shit. Fuck it.
It's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Alright, we growing quick. Okay, so,
Want some quick shit. Like,
are you on?
Hell yeah.
You in love now?
Wait, we talk about love again? Let's talk about that quick shit. Bro, the way our brains work, our brains are so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like, 3 months ago is like 2 years ago to some people. Like, we're at an exponential fucking growth with our brains.
I think it's just Xanax, bro.
No, shut the fuck up, bro. It's not. Before we were taking Xanax, we were on this type of growth. While people grow like this, we're going.
Yeah. Oh, like I was saying though, like I don't think we'd be able to like overcome some of the emotional things we've had if it wasn't for Xanax. That's been a big key factor.
I don't do Xanax.
You know, but so you make it through a lot of your hard times.
Yeah.
with Xanax.
Yeah.
Xan's always there for you.
Yeah.
So you know what Xan's want to do? Break your heart.
Yeah, exactly. Like they would help me do shows for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, so I'll let you ponder, like, cause you seemed like you were thinking about are you in love, right?
Like I have like a big amount of affection for somebody right now, but I wouldn't say I'm in love yet.
Speaking of
Get
love,
in there though.
hey Dom, why don't you tell us a little about
Let's
it?
get over with it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into
all
it.
out.
Alright, bro. I was madly in love, and bro, like, I never in a million years thought I would ever have a girlfriend. Like, I thought I was just gonna do my B-Lone shit, like, just be alone, like, do my thing with Gavin, like, we're gonna build, and when I get to New York, I might have a girlfriend, like, shit like that.
Gavin's your girlfriend for now.
Yeah, deadass. That's my brother, bro. That's my plan.
That's your girlfriend. Okay, keep
But so I started hanging out with this girl just like to do stuff. Like before, I used to not fuck with anybody. Like I would completely like alienate myself from people. And then I started hanging out with this girl, and I fucking like fell in love with her.
Yeah.
So we started like talking and shit.
Yeah.
Like I kissed her and shit. We would like kiss every single time we left. So we were basically dating. But I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't do like the relationship titles.
White people.
But then we spent like the night. I spent like the night with her one time. Like I spent the night with her at his girlfriend's house with his girlfriend.
Oh, that
him
one. Wait, that one night.
that one night at Breeze.
When I was like OT.
Yeah, I fell in love that night for sure because I was like cuddled up with her, and for like the first time in my life, I felt like I was loved for the first time in my entire life. Like I felt so comfortable with another human being, like sharing my emotions with them. And like, so I fell in love, and then 2 days after that, she like broke up with me. She was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't think we should like do this anymore.
Why is that? I mean, was she just
I don't
not as
know. This
emotionally
was the
invested?
first
You really
breakup.
don't
This
know,
was the
like,
first breakup. This
that's
was
the
this was
thing.
before we started officially dating.
Yeah.
And
Wait, you
that
guys?
whole week I tried to mend things. Like I was like, I'll put the title on it. Like I think I really like you. Like I'll put the title on it. I'll do whatever you want. Like I really
Like,
When was this?
and then we like 4 or 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago,
Okay.
7 weeks. Well, 2 months. Let's say 2 months.
Okay.
Is when this all started. And then so after that week we started dating. Like because I got grounded for fucking petty theft. So and I got like arrested, and then like I wasn't let out the house and shit.
Yeah.
So I'll be FaceTiming her and shit. And we started talking again. And then I saw her for the first time. Like I was able to like hang out with her. And then like we started dating. Like for real. Like I put the title on and everything. And we were dating for 2 weeks. Like
it was just amazing. Like, I was so fucking in love with her. Like, I gave her everything. Like, I'm very fucking selfish with everybody besides Gavin, but I gave her like all of my clothes. Like, I let her have my Vetements. I let her have like everything. And I would fucking do anything with her.
You let her wear it, or you let her
I
have
let her like have that shit. I got it all back.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
I let her have some Saint Laurent, and I let her have a Supreme piece that she just like ended up keeping.
And like also like that's the scary thing like about growing up. If this is one bad thing, like, you don't know what people are like wanting from you. You know, like they don't know if it's true.
I don't feel like that
It's
was
just
any
fake.
part of it.
Yeah, no,
I was
I'm
willing
just
to
saying,
give her.
like I'm just saying, like,
I want to talk about that in a second, but like
that's scary.
I was gonna put her in everything with me. Like if I modeled, I would want her to be there with me. Like I want her to be in magazines with me. I want her to be like my fucking teammate. The way that Gavin is my teammate, I wanted her to be like always with me. Like no matter where I go, I wanted her to be like.
I feel
Like,
like
that's
if my
dumb.
girl wasn't sick, she'd be sitting right over there. Like this.
Like I was fucking in love. And then she just texted me one day. Like she didn't go to school the one day because she was on her period or some shit.
Yeah.
And then so that same day that she didn't go to school,
Shit.
she fucking she texted me like this long ass paragraph about how she doesn't feel the same way for me that I feel for her. And that shit fucking crushed me.
Mhm.
The first time she broke up with me, that was the worst week of my life. And then I got the HBA thing, and everything turned right around, and I was very, very, very happy. Only due to the HBA thing. And then she broke my heart the second time. After 2 weeks of dating, it was like our 2-week fucking anniversary. But it was like we were dating for 2 weeks. Everything was fucking excellent. I gave her like a love note the same week. Like I wrote this fucking long ass love note about my emotions and shit. And then she fucking broke up with me. And it was the most devastating feeling I've ever had in my life. Like bro, I broke my arm and shit. Like I would have rather gotten shot than have that fucking feeling. Like every single day that I woke up, I wished that I was asleep after she broke up with me.
Mhm.
It was like this feeling in my fucking chest.
Like the butterflies.
Worse than bro. You know when people say heartbreak?
Yeah.
It really felt like my heart was fucking broken.
Yeah.
Like my chest hurt every single day when I thought about her. And it was like the worst fucking feeling. And that's why I say that love is the strongest emotion for a human being, that it also makes a person so weak. Like bro, I can get in a fight and I'll be hurt, but that doesn't make me as weak as getting my heart broken did.
Yeah.
That was like the worst shit ever.
It's a very different. It's a whole emotional toll.
That's why I cannot let myself fall in love anymore. And bro, like with her, I felt like that's the only person who loved me. And like now I feel like I'm just like not lovable. Like the way that my fucking brain is set up, I can't love and people can't love me.
Yeah,
Like I feel like it'll never happen.
Like it's the wrong focus. Like we should
Like-
focus on like.
Mark and Gavin, I fucking love them. Those are my brothers.
Yeah.
But I feel like nobody else has that same like brain shit. Maybe in fucking 5 years I'll find a girl that I can love and she'll love me, but
And it's just weird how like I have noticed like people treat me way different.
yeah, I
Like
wanna
with
talk
the
about
people
that
that like are local, like every time I talk to somebody, like they like ever since I started making music and
Wait.
stuff, like
Let's not like put them down though.
yeah, I mean I'm just saying like ever since I started making music, like it has seemed like certain like groups of people have treated me way different, you know? Like,
Human beings are not
others.
real. Human beings would use other human beings.
Yeah.
Even though they don't want to admit that. Like, I'm a very fucking big sociopath. And I'm a fucking egotistical fucking narcissist. But human beings that aren't like that, they still have those traits. Like, that's just human nature, is to be
Yeah.
fucking selfish. They're gonna use us. They're gonna use Gavin whenever they see fit.
Human
They
nature.
didn't
is,
fuck with us a year ago.
Yeah.
People used to make fun of us and shit. But now that we're doing better than them, they fucking want to be our friends. They want to hang out with us. All that type of shit. Human beings are like fake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, human.
Alright.
Dance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His hands make her
All right, we're back
His
on.
hands make her dance.
Oh,
So-
so on camera, there we go. Oh, good thing it's not recorded. Yeah.
Okay. Where were we before we fucking stopped?
Oh God, who knows?
We were talking about people treat us different.
People treat you differently.
Oh
You know
yeah,
how far
Gavin's
we're at?
about to pop off on him.
do it.
He's- Gavin, pop off, give in.
Yeah, just so last technical issues, I promise.
Basically,
Is it though?
Gavin's about to shut the fuck up.
Is it though?
Gavin is going to tell us a story a little bit about how people treat him differently now that he's a big rapper.
Fuck the proletariat.
He's sold out.
I agree with
Trying
you.
If honestly, if you got offered like a sponsorship of any sort, would you take it? Like promote a brand, like
depends what brand.
Astrolite.
Hey,
What is
that Japanese
They make
brand
lube,
sponsoring
bro.
us, but we can't talk about it yet.
They make lube. Astroglide? That's my dream spot.
Actually, if they were paying me, yeah.
Like to wear like Astroglide gear.
Yeah.
Like, you would wear it. That's hard.
It's money.
That Japanese brand that you're gonna do a little creative. Nothing.
Oh yeah, that's some nice stuff coming soon. That's all I gotta say.
Nice stuff. Nice
gear.
Nice shit coming soon. How about the Demons hoodies? Speaking
Oh,
of, so
shit.
what's going on with that? How many have you sold? How many?
I actually sold out.
You sold out?
I think I sold like 50 pieces. I think. But yeah, I sold out, and those are shipping soon. Actually.
So if you bought a Demons hoodie, expect it in the
Yeah,
future.
I did not finesse. Everybody kept like messaging me. They're like, "Are you finessing?" Like right before they buy. Like,
Really?
They weren't too sure if they should buy or not. But I'm not finessing. I wouldn't finesse my fans.
It was hard. It was a hard hoodie. So
Why did you buy one?
I didn't end up buying one. I just didn't really have the fun. I bought all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
About a live stream this on Instagram.
you bought a live stream.
I love it. I love it.
I want to live stream too.
You guys can open up your live
I'm
stream.
gonna do 5 minutes. You can do 5 minutes.
Y'all get like the same fans, so you need to like
Yeah,
get
exactly.
schedules. Yeah, I feel you. So
Oh, it's on now.
yeah, it's on. Yeah, we've been streaming for a bit. I mean, we've been recording for a bit.
Yeah. So.
Who do we want to ask after?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
obviously gonna cut this part out, but
Do you want to tell us about the robbery?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's hear about the robbery,
When
boy.
you
Yeah.
pulled up with the dicks. Where are the dicks right now?
Yeah, where the dicks?
The
Is that when you got banned from Marshall?
No, I'm talking about when you pulled up with the dicks. With the $3.
I don't really want to self-incriminate or include myself in that situation. I don't know what that situation means.
I don't know what you were talking about. I don't know what you were talking
I
about.
don't know who that is. I don't know who
Alright.
Dick is.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh.
start recording. We need to establish because we wanted to be able to talk to Gavin
Yeah,
for
just
a few minutes.
Yeah,
bro.
just
Like a
ask
question.
any question, though. Just
So like,
Something deep.
what's the deepest shit like we
Like
can
what?
think of?
What do you?
Deepest shit.
You can say some shit to your fans.
Yeah, no, like we want something
about what
okay.
you
What I'm asking for is a question that like is sort of inspirational, and you can talk about some part of your
You
life,
show your
and
dick.
then you can be like, yeah, and like
And we
this
can
one
talk
main
about your
reasons I
insecurity
support my
about your
fans and
dick.
shit.
And the
Oh.
snug fit.
well,
So,
without my fans, all the people listening.
All right, wait, hold on.
We need more questions to lead into it.
Are
Yeah.
we talking about? We're talking about dicks right now.
We're talking about insecurities.
Who's dicks?
Can we talk about your insecurities?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a lot of them.
Okay, wait. What did we just finish talking about, God?
Fuck me. What did we just?
Marty.
Well, we were just trying
We're
to
talking about how people treat us different.
Yeah, how
No,
that was like last time.
Oh, we're talking about pulling up fucking the robbery. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment on the robbery. So Gavin, he like a lot of rappers, I think in the early stages of the rap career, probably faced a lot of insecurities.
Yeah.
So do you wanna tell us about any of your major insecurities and if they've held you back in any way, shape, or form in your rap career?
My wiener.
Yo, Scott said, ask him if he recorded on the Lil Scott's beat.
Yes.
Yo, wait.
I love something.
At the end of this, we're gonna shout out like.
No, at the end of this, at the end of this,
Shout out
Yeah, shout out Little Skies. Shout out Ugly Friend. Shout out Digital Knowledge.
Bye John, hey bye John. We're linking up when we head
Oh,
to Europe. We're heading to
Yeah.
Europe with the summer. We're linking up.
Shout out
if y'all want to ask any sort of
Yeah.
questions, ask them.
shout out Lil Flash.
Wait, no, can I say it?
Nah.
Let me say hi. Come
Yeah.
on. All right. Hey, what's up? What's up? Me and Raj Kumar. We feels free to ask any questions. This will be on the podcast. So any questions you ask,
On YouTube
shout out
Wednesday, right?
Little
On
Skies. It's gonna be on YouTube and SoundCloud on Wednesday. So shout out my meat is what Little Skies said.
Nah, we're doing shout outs when we finish this.
Yeah, we're doing shout outs.
Let me see
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna be
finish
editing the audio and shit. So you just wanna really plug the rest of your shit, talk about your fans,
Yeah.
what you have coming up.
To be honest, like without my fans, like, I wouldn't be where I am now. All the people listening to my music, I really appreciate it. You know.
Right here.
I love them.
Alright. Wonderful.
Huh?
Wait, I was waiting for you to don't you want to plug your shit? Like, talk about like what's coming up in the future and just like, your
Right here, bro.
You're
Me and Scott have a
What
little
he did.
inside
Yeah, like what's going on in 2017? Like, how much are you releasing? Like, what should we be expecting? Like, just in the coming year, just because this is gonna be probably the end of the podcast.
You should expect a lot of singles, a mixtape,
All right.
and the album got. Oh, the music video, the Demons music video.
Wasn't that supposed to drop on
Yeah.
Halloween?
Bro, I'm
We're
recording
recording next weekend.
unorganized.
We're going to keyboard.
Like, I'm a perfectionist, so if stuff doesn't come out perfect, like I scrap it and say.
So you're recording on a 3D.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Perfection.
Who's in there?
It's 12 people in here. By John Worldwide, Lil Sky,
But
some other folks.
I'll edit it, move it around. But this is the Campers Podcast. I'm Sam Friedman, and this is Chris Rajkumar.
We're ending it?
Well, no, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit it around. I'll like put like a viewer questions part. I'm just gonna stop it here, and then I'll add parts back in.
I'm gonna live stream.
I'm not sure what's happening right now. Oh, you're gonna live stream?
He's gonna
Yeah, no, we'll get some questions. But
He's gonna cut it.
But
again, this
I'm
is
already
the,
on a couple of tracks. You just don't know my name.
This is the Campers Podcast. This is Sam Friedman with my host Chris Rajkumar. We were interviewing. Thank you for coming, Gavin and Dom.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.